Israel knows it. Israel knows that bin Zayed wants peace with the Israelis and wants to see Israelis in Abu Dhabi. Israel knows that bin Salman doesn't care about Muslim issues. Israel knows that when Erdogan says, I want ties with the Israelis, he's saying it through gritted teeth, that he ideally wants to. That is to Erdogan's credit. I'm saying all this so that people are aware. I'm putting things into context. Ahmad al-Shara, his biggest issue now is how do you assert Syrian sovereignty when you're so dependent on foreign powers?
Yeah.
And how do you establish a relationship with the Syrian people who are expecting so much so quickly when you don't have the independent power to reconcile them unilaterally? What I mean is, there's a difference between Ahmad al-Shara being able to deal with the Syrians directly. And there's a difference between him having to deal with them by bringing UAE money to put in their pockets, by bringing bin Salman's money to put in their mouths, and by bringing Turkish weaponry in order to... Some will say that this is the beginning of the dissolution of borders, that this is Erdogan becoming more Ottoman, and Ahmad al-Shara should be a governor in this wider plan that's taking place. Syrians won't tolerate that as it stands now, and I don't know if Ahmad al-Shara will tolerate that now. But what I mean is there are all these different challenges, and Ahmad al-Shara has chosen to keep the peace, to make sure that everybody is appeased and is not worried about what will happen in Syria. And whether he succeeds in it, so far he's having his way. His last advantage, I mentioned Trump, Erdogan. His third advantage is that he took over the whole state. That it's not like Morsi had to deal with the Egyptian army. Shara doesn't have to deal with anybody in Syria.
No, he replaced.
He replaced it and he formed his own army. He managed to reconcile those 27 different factions, and now the 28th has just disbanded. But he's managed to create his own army. That gives him a very unique advantage. He's able to get his way in Syria, and people, Syrians, I think they're willing to see whether he's going to go towards justice or towards... I think the issue is less about democracy versus whatever, and more about, can you deliver? Can you give us freedom? Can you give us justice? Can you give us prosperity? Can you give us etc.? If Ahmad al-Shara delivers on that front, I think he'll be fine. But I think a lot of that is not in his hands. But we'll see where it goes.